Hi everyone, Lisa here from Australia. Tracy asked me to do a video on the lantern that I made and posted it on the Facebook page. So I'm going to give it a try. I haven't done a video before, but I'm going to give it a try and see if I can help people to make this beautiful lantern. So I started by stamping this little house onto some tissue paper. I used the VersaFine ink, and you need 4 of those. So we're stamping 4 of those out and waiting for them to dry, and then we move on to the next step. Now I've stamped 3 of these out. I've already got one that I've done before, so we've got a sample here, but I allow these to dry naturally. I don't heat them and dry them with a heat gun because it wrinkles the tissue paper. So you need to be a little bit patient. It only takes maybe 20 minutes for them to dry thoroughly before you can start working on them. So while we're waiting for those to dry, we then get our wax paper. Now wax paper's got a shiny side and a kind of a matte side. What you want is the shiny sides together to make your little sandwich. So in the directions that I wrote on the Facebook page, I wrote that if you're doing 14 centimetre square, you'll need to cut 8 of them. What I've done here is a bit of a shortcut. I've cut 4 pieces, 14 centimetres by 28 centimetres. And then all you need to do is fold them in half, and you've got your little sandwich ready to go. So 14 centimetres by 28 centimetres, cut 4 of them, fold them in half, and you've got your wax paper ready to go. You always need the shiny side facing each other so that it will bond together when you put the heat on it. Now once you've got your tissue paper image dry, you need to cut around that, cut around the edge, and you want as close a cut as you can with just a tiny little bit of a border, so that there's as less tissue paper as possible for you to see once you've got your image on your lantern. Now I got a good tip from the candle making video that I saw that Lynn Taylor Lack did, and that tip was to put your tissue paper against a little piece of scrap paper and cut it out that way, because the tissue paper is way too flimsy for you to hold and cut neatly around just on its own. It just flops all over the place and rips, and it's just too difficult. So thank you for that, Lynn. It's a great tip and it works really well. A little bit of scrap paper underneath and you cut out your image. So here's my little image that I've cut out from the tissue paper, and there's a little piece of scrap paper which we don't need. Toss that aside. Now we have our tissue paper and we have our wax paper square. So all you need to do is place your image in the center, measure it if you're particular. I tend to just go by my eye and look at it, make sure it's straight, and then it's ready to go. You need to get an old towel or something to protect your work surface and an iron. I'll just go and get that now and get it all ready and show you how to do that. Okay, so we've got our image in our little sandwich between 2 sheets of wax paper. Got my iron, which I only get out when there's a wedding to go to. I don't iron normally. And a little bit of pressure, and I've got my iron on sort of 3/4 heat, not too hot, not too cool. And that just melts the wax paper together and bonds it. And there you have one of your panels. I did this one before, so we've got 2 now. I'll make 2 more and then I'll show you how to put them together. Okay, so now we have 4 panels, and now it's time to stick them together. Now I've done one of these before. Didn't work out quite as nicely as I wanted it to because I only used washi tape. And I found that the washi tape on this paper didn't stick very well because washi tape isn't very sticky. So then I tried using some double-sided tape and I found that that worked far better. So I start by sticking the panels together with my double-sided tape. And then I peel that off and I get my choice of washi tape. I've got a few choices here. I'm a bit of a washi tape fan. And place the washi tape straight over the top of the double-sided tape. It just gives it more stick and it stays there for longer. And then I'll just peel that off and trim it up. And if your panels aren't exactly straight, that cut isn't very straight, I just come along and cut the whole thing, trim the whole thing so that you've got a nice flat cut. So that's 2 panels stuck together. And all you need to do is bend them at the joint, make it a nice crisp fold. Oh look, my nail polish matches my washi tape. What a coincidence. So there's 2 panels together. So you just continue on, put another panel on and another panel on, and we'll come back when I'm ready to put them together and finish the project. Okay, so I've got all 4 panels stuck together. Now we just need to complete the lantern by sticking the last 4 together. This is a bit of a trickier bit. So I'll just get something like my washi tape holder to hold it in place while I get my tape out ready. Not quite sure how this is going to work, but we'll see. Double-sided tape down. Whoops. Might as well have the bad bits in the video as well as the good bits. This double-sided tape is very sticky. There we go. And the washi tape on the last bit. Trim it up. Nice crisp fold. Go around each one. Make sure all the folds are nice and crisp. And there you have your lantern. I'm going to wait till it's dark and I'll pop a candle in it and show you just how beautiful it looks with the candle in it. I hope that helped. Anybody that's got any questions, please message me, and enjoy making your lanterns, everyone out there in Lavinia land. And here's the fun part. As nighttime descends, get out your tea light and pop your lantern over it. Doesn't that look pretty? I hope you all really enjoy making this lantern, and if you need any help or have any questions, please ask. I'd be happy to help.